it's a big commitment, but realistically, how long will it take? And I guess I'm here to tell you that in general, it'll probably take longer than you think and definitely longer than you want it to. That's the reality for most people, almost all people. Now, if you break it down and say, okay, let's say we're looking for just angel financing, for example, which is just one of the sources, but let's stick with that. I read a lot of books, and in general, I think the conventional wisdom that it takes at least 3 months to do this. If you're well prepared, you've done everything I've talked about, you've got the kit, you've got the funnel, you work it through, by the time you get to closure, that is money in the bank, 3 months is reasonable, and frankly, 3 months is something you should be really pleased with. Is it possible to do it faster? Yeah. 30 days. I mean, I've seen it done. I've seen it done in 2 weeks. But you really got to have demand, because those people have to be highly motivated to get to that point. But it's possible. Now, 3 to 6 months is probably a normal time frame, and for you, mentally, you need to be committed to that. If you find yourself that you've been pitching this deal for 9 months, the reality is you probably should accept that there's something about the offer that needs to be tweaked, okay? And that's okay. Maybe you're just not there yet. Lots of people get to that. And by the way, when you think about, how many frogs do you need to kiss in order to find your prince? I mean, look at what it took others, people who are very capable, like Howard Schultz. I'm from Seattle, and I remember back in the late 80s when he was raising money for his little coffee venture that ultimately became Starbucks. I think I heard it took him 72 meetings before he had his first angel investor for $50,000. In fact, I know a guy in Seattle who claims to be that person. And recently, I think I read that it took him about a year to raise $1.6 million from angels. And in that year, he had 242 meetings. If you are smart and you leverage, the tools and the networks, think about it this way. If you get in front of a qualified group of angels, and let's say there's 100 angels in the room, and you're one of maybe 6 or 8 companies presenting, that is an opportunity to tell your story to 100 qualified leads. So if you're smart about this, you're going to leverage that. Now, don't think that you're going to go to one angel group, give one pitch, and miraculously close the round. But if you're systematic about going to the right places and putting yourself in front of the right people, the qualified investors, you can actually cover a lot of ground. And especially if you're willing to get on the road and go to wherever it is you need to go to get in front of those people. Bottom line is, it's a lot of work. And I wish you all the best in this. If you go through and you do the things that we talked about in this program, I believe the probabilities of getting to the top of the mountain successfully are good. One of the things that I'm trying to do by creating this video and creating a community of folks like you that are on this journey is also to provide some data. And so I'd encourage you to share what your experience is with the comments, or frankly, from time to time we survey, and if you're willing to share, what your experience is, then we can accumulate that data and publish some statistics that will help people do what needs to be done faster and better, and to educate the larger community about any of the bottlenecks in the system that we can address. So best wishes. It's not easy, but it's worth it if you get there. So good luck.